School District's Technology Update. I'm Robert Reed, Technology Instructor for the Indian Hill Middle School and your host for today's presentation. Our topic today is the role of our district technology service technicians. Computers and networking have been through some dramatic changes in the past few years, and today, Rusty Stamper, Director of Technology Services for the Indian Hill District, will be here to tell us more about those changes, as well as what's in store for the district in the next few years. One of Rusty's biggest challenges will be the so-called Y2K bug, a problem caused by computers misinterpreting 00 as the year 1900. Here's a look at some of the issues surrounding Y2K.
Y2K Web Guide. By searching the internet, we can find many useful sites about Y2K. We will spotlight two of them. First, we visited y2k.gov, the government's website about the Y2K issue. Next, y2k.com, a more useful site in finding out if you are Y2K compliant. By clicking on Technical and Diagnostics, you can find out many answers to your technical hardware and software questions to find out if you are Y2K compliant. In light of this, there are still many Y2K humor sites filled with top 10 lists and top comics. Like this Y2K comic spotlighting the problem of removing the bug.
Welcome back. We have with us Mr. Rusty Stamper, Director of Technology Services for the Indian Hill School District. He has been instrumental in transforming our technology service into one of the most effective plans in recent years. Rusty, welcome to our show.
Thanks.
Now, even though you're working for the Indian Hill District here, you also, in reality, are working for another company. Tell us a little bit about that company, EDM.
The company I work for is Enterprise Data Management, and we are contracted to Indian Hill to provide hardware support for the district. We also have a sister company that works with us called PCS, who handles the networking aspect of the district's computer system. Myself and two other technicians take care of all of the hardware problems and such that the district may have, and then if there's something that's beyond our capability, then we have the backup of the other company to help us fix those kinds of problems.
Okay. Now, as Director of Technology Services, what is your particular role in the process? I know you've mentioned what everyone's doing, but you have your own particular function in
Right. As problems come in or as new functions need to be started and pushed out there to all the computers, I kind of coordinate all of the aspects of whatever needs to be done for that particular application. When problems come in, we decide who needs to go do them. I'll send my people out. I kind of run like a traffic manager to kind of have them tell them where to go, get which problems need to be taken care of first, and that sort of thing. And then when there's any kind of major upgrades or any kind of changes, constantly getting new equipment and that type of things in, we coordinate getting the equipment in, having it set up, having the applications already installed on the machines, and I kind of coordinate and handle all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Well, I know we have quite a few computers here in the district, right. And really most all of our computers are networked. Mm-hmm. If you could tell the viewers there, what do we really mean by computers that are networked?
Okay. Well, here in the district, there are approximately 700 workstations spread out between the 5 main buildings of Indian Hill School District are various PCs, and they're all networked together through basically just a wire. There's a connection for each machine, and they're hooked through a token ring network that run back to the file servers. Each building has its own server, so that when the elementary students have applications that they want to run, they're put on their file server, and that's just for them. Same with primary, elementary, and high school. And then there's also a staff server that all the teachers and office support people work through the staff server. Indian Hill School District has what's called a token ring network, which is been around here. I guess it was installed in 1990 or so. I know you were.
I was involved with it that
around
time.
when that was put in. It's been very good. It's been very stable. Quality of service for token ring has been great. I've heard people say that it's well paid for itself over the 10 years that it's been here. Unfortunately, token ring kind of lost its grip in the business world. We're moving now more towards Ethernet. The costs are a little bit cheaper, and just not that many people out there supporting token ring anymore. So it's time for us to kind of keep up, and back then they took a chance on token ring, and it paid off real well. So now it's time to take that next step and take a chance on the next technology that's coming along.
Okay. Of course, I know speed has been part of the issue too with that. Although we do have fiber connections between our buildings, it's still that information going to individual workstations is where the bottleneck can occur.
Right. Token ring is 16 megabits per second, which a few years ago was fine. That's all anybody ever thought they'd ever need. Ethernet, what we're looking at moving towards is 100 megabits per second. So that greatly increases the speed that all the information moves across the fiber connections like you're talking about. Yeah, each building is set up with a connection between the buildings, and then once they're in the building, there's cabling to go to the individual workstations in the classrooms.
Okay. So all these changes then that you are talking about really are helping us to get ready for the future, but also helping us get ready for those future applications and things that we need in the educational process.
Correct. Well, technology and computers move so quickly, as we well know. There's upgrades and updates every day, and it's really hard to keep up. We're trying to stay current. We are purchasing, the district is great in wanting to keep up and keep the technology current. The newer machines that we buy the fastest we can get to go in. Software, as it comes out, it's kind of a race between software and hardware. As the software gets faster, the hardware gets faster, and then it keeps pushing each other, and it's hard to keep up. If you tried to keep up with every new upgrade for a piece of software that you had, you'd spend more time upgrading than you would actually using the product. So we tend to skip an upgrade every once in a while. We want to keep it going, but yet don't want to spend all our time, like I said, redoing everything.
Okay. Of course, there's a lot of talk today about the Y2K countdown, and you've seen things on the news where people are storing up food. They're